Hello there. We're out here in Tacoma, Washington. It is a fucking scorcher, and apparently I lost my shorts. So it's jeans for Greg. But there are worse things going on somewhere in the world. Probably. Yeah, so today I was gonna make some videos, and I think one of the best ones I could make would be just the basics of hitchhiking, because it's not a difficult thing to learn how to do, but most people don't know anyone who's done it at all and really where to begin themselves. I know I didn't. I kind of just trial and error, right? Learn a little every trip, but it's a lot easier than most people think. You know, it's like riding a bicycle. Whenever you get on your feet and you know what you're doing, you're really gonna make a lot of progress, and it's so much fun that it's effortless after a little while. But yeah, before you have any practice, here's what you want to know, right? So you probably want to like start going around town, you know, maybe do like hitchhike somewhere 10 or 20 miles away, right? Just get like 1 or 2 rides there and then 1 or 2 back, you know, just to like get a taste for it. You know, don't just leave day one, never hitched a ride before, and you're trying to go across the country or something. But yeah, basics of it: walk, get whatever gear you need, and walk in the direction you're going with your thumb out on the side of the road, and then turn, face the cars, smile, be friendly, wave, you know. But if you're going on a real trip, you know, like you've done a little town to town, and you don't even have to do much, right? But you're gonna want to put your affairs in order, right? I mean, I'm not saying get ready to die, but if you're gonna be gone for a week to 2, a month, however long, make sure you've taken care of things, paid bills, seen the people you want to see, say goodbye to people, you know, just do whatever you need to do personally. I can't tell you your own to-do list, but try to have like a goal day to leave, right? And like feel it out, use your intuition, like when's the best day I should go, because the universe really does build you a path, you know. So you'll feel it in your gut, and you'll probably be able to like guess it within a day or two, you know. And like for instance, I felt I wanted to leave May 1st on this trip, but then I had the opportunity to hang out with some people on that day, and then my intuition was like, no, May 2nd. I'm like, all right. So then I left on May 2nd, and then got a big ride to Denver, Colorado, right? So it was almost like anticipating that happening, just that inner feeling of maybe I'll do one more day, you know. So yeah, you want to like pack your stuff, say goodbye, start working your way down smaller roads from wherever you are in the world towards the interstate, the highway, whatever is the biggest, fastest road going whatever direction you're trying to go. I think from where I am in hell to M36 and 23, it usually takes me 3 rides, in the ballpark of 3. You know, sometimes you get 1 going right there. Sometimes you do 4 or 5 because they're all like half a mile, right? But it's whatever the day is, you know. Once you're on the interstate, you want to find the on-ramp in whatever direction you're going, north, south, east, west, and walk up halfway on it, right near that sign where pedestrians and like bicycles and hitchhikers are prohibited. Just post up right at that sign, before it, after it. Cops aren't going to pop you if you're like right after it. Don't even worry. Yeah, somewhere where the cars they're coming and they have enough time to see you. Maybe like give them 5-10 seconds if you can of view time of you. You don't want them to come around a corner, see you, and then go, because if they have 2 seconds to decide, they're probably going to keep on going. When if they saw you for 8-10 seconds down the road, maybe they have the second concept. Should I? Like, maybe I used to hitchhike. Might rain. I should get him. All right. Compared to like, oh, is that a guy? Oh, he's already gone. You know, pick your spot on the on-ramp wisely. It's not difficult to figure out. And stick your thumb out. You know, once again, look friendly, and wave, smile, put some headphones in, listen to music, keep the vibes high, because whatever energy you put out, you're going to get back. So if you're there frustrated, irritated, not having a good time, down in the dumps for whatever reason, you might want to just take a minute off the road, and just fucking meditate, or just do some self-talk, whatever you need to do to bring the vibe up a little bit if you're getting frustrated, because really the inner work that you do is more important than the outer work, because you can only do so much waiting for a ride with your thumb out, smiling, waving, but you can really do a lot of mental effort leveraging that with your mind. So after that, you're pretty much going to hop on-ramp to on-ramp to on-ramp, and once again, use your intuition. When a car pulls over, as I'm walking up to it, usually I'll be like, is this ride good? And whatever impulse I get, or if I get any gut feeling, that's what I go on, and if you're scared of someone bad getting you, that's really what's going to summon them, is the thing, because I wish I knew who it was, but fear, there's nothing to fear besides fear itself. Exactly. As long as you're not scared, the universe isn't gonna bring someone into your experience that's scary. It's really as simple as that, because everything's a reflection. Yeah, and you learn that there's a difference between a genuine bad gut feeling that I should not do this, whatever this next thing may be, or a pang of anxiety, right? Because we can all have anxious thoughts. Oh, maybe I shouldn't do this or that, or what if this goes wrong, or those contradicting our own flow, right? That's normal. Don't freak out if you get a little anxious once in a while, and even more than a little, because that can be a big issue for many people. And I'm not saying I don't have anxiety hitchhiking sometimes, but a genuine bad gut feeling is going to be palpable, real, oh, okay, let's get the fuck out of here, grab your shit and run, there's going to be a difference, and you're going to feel it. Trust your intuition. Don't be afraid, but don't be naive. Ride the line between harmony and chaos. Boom. Eventually the sun's going to go down, and you're going to try to find a place to sleep, because if you're like me, you don't have all the dollar bills to spend. That's probably why you're hitchhiking too. So that's when your bag and things come in handy. The sleeping bag and the tarp and whatnot. I'll have videos about what to put in your bag thoroughly. Things that I have had that don't work and do work soon, but this is really just the mechanics of hitchhiking. Places that I've found to sleep that are pretty good, this is just a handful really. I've slept in all kinds of spots, but usually if you're dropped off on an on-ramp and there's going to be some kind of bush near the highway, right? Trees or plants or whatever, you can probably find a good nook and cranny in there. Check your phone. If it's going to rain, you might want to find a ledge of a building or something you can squat under. Once again, be sure that's not people going out the doors and going to come up on you, but I've squatted under ledges many a time, and it saved me a lot of moist things and bad nights of sleeping getting rained on, really. You can sleep outside motels pretty easy. There's always going to be bushes and trees just like this, nooks and crannies where you can sleep. And then in the morning, go in, you might want to stash your bag, right? Go in without a big backpack so people aren't like, who is this fucking vagrant in the motel, whatever. And just hit the bathroom, wash your hands, grab some juice and a biscuit from the breakfast, right? Charge your phone if you need to. That's really helped me out. And honestly, I don't think my karma's too bad from taking an apple, a banana, and a cup of coffee from a hotel, right? Especially, I share everything I can. It's like Robin Hood, almost. I'm not saying steal things, but there's a point where I would steal a cup of coffee, but I would never steal someone's car, you know, like I will comfort someone as much as I can if I really care about them and have the time and energy to put into it. But if there's not that connection, I can't try to help the entire world. You know, you have to have balance in everything, and especially on the road. You know, if you're going for weeks and weeks and you get exhausted, take a couple rest days. You know, go get some good fruits and vegetables, eat them up, sleep, take naps, just drink a lot of water, whatever you need to do. Meditate, yoga, Reiki, crystals, just chilling out, reading a book. You know, if you can keep your vibes up, that's really gonna help a lot. You know, you can sleep in like just a quiet corner of a town or a city. Some national park entrances, the visitor centers, are pretty easily squattable and have like outlets you can charge your things at, a bathroom for the morning. There are parks around everywhere. If a cop comes, and they will eventually come, especially if the on-ramp you're dropped at is pretty dead and you end up walking on the highway, and honestly, if there's only like a handful of cars going every hour, well, every half an hour, 15 minutes, you know, you might just want to walk up on walk up the on-ramp onto the highway, because it'll save you a lot of wait time. Because usually if there's not that much traffic on the highway, people will pull over that much quicker. And if there, say in an hour, if there's 100 cars going on the highway, right, that's not even a lot really, but there's only 7 cars coming down the ramp, where do you think you're going to get a better chance of having a ride? You know, so if a cop comes, you're walking up on the highway and a cop comes, don't panic, right? Once again, you have more control of the situation than you think, because mind over matter. If you see them rolling up, just like you give them a wave, smile, you know, they're gonna pull over, get out of their vehicle in a second. So grab your ID out of your wallet, because they're gonna ask to see it. If you have like a knife or something, just put it on the ground so they can tell, like, oh, the weapon is right there and he's got his ID, so he's complying. So that helps bring the officer's anxiety down too, right? Because they don't know who they're interacting with as a police officer, neither do you as the hitchhiker. But you can at least do as much as you can in your power to keep the vibes mellow, right, from escalating. You want to just be polite, respectful, comply. They're probably going to ask, like, where are you from? What are you doing out here? Blah, 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 blah. Just, like, don't kiss their ass, but you'll be like, you know, I wasn't trying to be roadkill on the side of the highway. I know you're doing your job. Like, thank you for stopping. I don't really want to be here. Just that on-ramp was really shitty, or my ride dropped me here, or whatever it happens to be. And thank them for stopping, because I've been sick on the side of the highway, like, wanting a cop to stop because I'm fucking scared, right? And they've gone by. So a lot of cops aren't bad. The bad ones get the most publicity, but most cops are good people doing their job. So if you're respectful to them, they're going to be respectful to you. Out of like the 15 interactions, give or take, I've had with law enforcement, I've been searched by about 3 or 4 of them, and I've got 1 ticket. So it goes to show, as long as you manage your energy, it's all going to be good, you know, as opposed to getting all pissed and, how fucking dare you come up on me, I'm the hitchhiking king. Like, no, just treat people how you want to be treated, you know. And just stay happy, you know, don't take it too seriously. There are going to be times where you're stuck for a while, where you're hungry, you're broke, you're not sleeping well. Who knows what happens? You know, it's all part of the journey. But there's some high highs and low lows, and it's not for everyone, but it will absolutely change your life.